It's great to gain the approval of a real OG. So thank you all for that. And good work with the camera as well. So yeah. That's a dude. I think that tripod is more than my net worth as a person. So take care of that.
Oh man.
Anyway, we're going to be getting Snogi and ConCon, and Snogi, pretty tough road in order to get here. Wound up beating Ranger by a score of 2-1, and played right into Rivers, who promptly sent him down to losers. Had to qualify for top 8 by beating Mateo, one of the better Palutenas, again, that this being housed in this building currently, and just about any building he walks into. But yeah, playing right into ConCon. Snogi, with this Roy, gonna have to utilize and leverage the ground speed of this Fire Emblem character in order to get in and untangle, or perhaps tangle, the arms of Min Min.
Yeah, this actually does seem, thinking about Snogi's lineup anyways, it might have a little bit of trouble with Min Min. I mean, you got the two, you got Chrom and Roy, I definitely know Snogi uses, and Wolf. All characters that are pretty susceptible off stage, but that being said, also all hit really hard too, so all kinds of counterplay potential here. Snogi's really just going to have to steer clear of those edge guarding opportunities that ConCon will take full advantage of with the arms.
So Snogi, if I'm not mistaken, does primarily play Wolf, or he just kind of goes back and forth. Either way, I'm seeing mostly Wolf on the stats page, so that's my point of reference. I do apologize if I am missing.
No, I think that's exactly right. I think the Chrom and Roy are really maybe a bit of a change-up pace. Maybe playing against Min Min doesn't really want to run Wolf because, I don't know, I guess marginally better recover with Roy. But in any case, I just know he's got a couple. But yeah, we got to see the Wolf earlier, and it was pretty solid. So we might see it again depending how this game goes. Although it looks like he's doing all right.
Yeah, just scooping him up. That back air as potent as ever, and just pop him with the hilt, get in. That's where you want to be with Roy. I mean, the primary source of your power is the hilt of that Sword of Seals. That's like the one name of the sword that I know in Fire Emblem.
That's funny that's like the one, because that's like one I don't know.
I spent too much time as a kid on the Super Smash Brothers Melee trophy page. So yeah, that's why, honestly.
You could have spent time in worse places, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
It was pretty fun, yeah. I
especially in Philadelphia at that time. But yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, ConCon saying, hey, you know what? Here's a bad place for you to be, in range of an up smash. And yeah, just a straight up Pele-esque bicycle kick going to take Roxas. I mean, I was about to say Roxas because I see Roxas on screen, but that is clearly not Roxas.
Yeah, not Roxas.
Former PR player Roxas, in fact.
Yep. Shout out to Roxas, wherever he may be. He moved somewhere.
And happy June to you as well, if that tag is to be believed. Either way, I mean, well, really just happy June to you regardless, I suppose. But yeah, gonna tech right on the platform. ConCon looking to make him pay. You don't get back onto the stage for free. But Snogi going to try to jump the gate. Well rolled back on by ConCon, who, I mean, Min Min herself can struggle with recovery. Snogi is going to have to get a better read on this, if perhaps wants this affair to be a little bit more clean.
I say if he's able to keep ConCon over on that ledge anymore, I think he kind of gets the game. But he has to avoid the opposite scenario, because getting stuck on the ledge against Min Min is where it stinks. But honestly, he looked so strong there on both sides of the ledge where, I mean, that's probably why he picked these characters to deal with Min Min. There's just a little bit more range than you would have with Wolf, and you could still get those confirms. And provided you're able to avoid those ledge trap scenarios from Min Min, you're in a good opportunity to do the same to her. I mean, Min Min is another character that's pretty exploitable off stage. You just got to get her there.
Snogi showing no signs of stage fright. Not their first foray into the waters of top 8. Has been top 8 at the last 2 fusions that they have attended in this month of June, with wins over Lemon Tea, Hayes, Mateo, Delta Force, and Ziglet at those tournaments, finishing at 5th at the beginning of the month, 6th, 116, and then 118, finishing 7th. So very quietly making these bracket runs, taking down these killers very relatively quietly. We're going to have to see if they can make a little bit more noise at the expense of one of Jersey's real OGs in ConCon.
Yeah, ConCon's been really solid for a while now, and still is solid. I'm not sure his position on the PR. I know he's been on the PR and been on a few of them. Not sure about this past season, though, although this season is about to end. But regardless of all that, I mean, yeah, it's pretty clear Snogi's climbing through the ranks. Those are all pretty good names that you mentioned that kind of get in the middle of the shuffle in New Jersey, but all pretty much can take, you know, a tournament any given day, provided like Jackal's not there. But
yeah.
in any case, all good players. And there we go. That is going to look like first stop going out to Snogi, who now has a pretty good bit of momentum going for him.
Ooh. Ooh. Snogi, who has certainly plenty of experience when it comes to fighting the best that Jersey has to offer. Oftentimes you start out on the losing end, but you know, it takes a lot to get to a lot of persistence, a lot of patience to start getting these W's. Eventually, that patience is to be rewarded. ConCon saying maybe you're going to have to wait a little bit longer before you get something off the mate as the first stop comes to a close, courtesy of that narrative. Yeah,
we'll see. I actually really like the way Snogi's playing right now. He's actually pretty calculated, and oh my goodness, that almost kills. Roy's side B is so crazy.
Yeah.
But here we go. We'll see if if he lands that again, that might spell it. But we'll see, because I think Min is plenty capable of really ending the stock early. But as I was saying, Snogi is actually playing this pretty well. Steering clear of damage, really only swinging when the opportunities really present themselves, and really just staying on top of ConCon. He's really been playing very aggressive, which I think you have to do against this character.
Just trying to pop him with the hilt a little bit. Puts him back up. This is the first time that they have met in a competitive environment. Haven't even really crossed paths in terms of tournament attendance prior to this.
Yeah, that is kind of funny, actually, now that you mention it. But all right, solid up smash on the platform. And still living. I mean, that's not necessarily the kill move, although it can kill. And this is a bit of a precarious position to be in if you're Snogi, and a good position to be in if you're ConCon. Take advantage here. Still have a game to account for, but still having a little bit of an issue killing Snogi. Snogi's living really high percent, considering.
I mean, that NA would suggest that perhaps a member of Pure Salt Esports, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, a dweller of South Jersey who is familiar with Rutgers, as they will exchange stocks as if they were Christmas cards, but no pleasantries here. Just the only thing that's getting lit up are each other, either by the blaze of a sword or certainly the burn of a megawatt. And now it's going to be Snogi opening the proceedings, taking an early lead, but again, heel slide coming in with ConCon. I feel like if ConCon is going to play a character, it has some sort of sliding in down tilt.
I actually really think that if Snogi's able to buckle down and take this game, which it kind of looks like it's his game to win or lose, we'll probably see a character switch from ConCon, because the way Snogi's playing against ConCon right now is he's all over him, and yeah, no fear at all. And he's really taking it. He's taking advantage of everything he's getting as far as kill opportunities or just stage positioning, and he's really just kind of exploiting some of the weaknesses of Min that you don't really hear as much about.
Yeah, I take my noodles stir-fried, thank you very much. And yeah, Snogi is going to be made to make ConCon think about this. Probably, tournament life at stake.
Changing controls, probably Bayo or Rosa.
Yeah,
this Rosa's pretty good. I've seen it.
Pick.
Yeah, I think it's a good pick, especially considering how Snogi's been playing. A few more ways to sort of deal with the barrage that Snogi is putting out there for ConCon. Just the aggressive play, at least. Ooh, be careful there. Oh no!
Oh goodness me!
All right.
Yeah.
Starting to stock down. ConCon's like, you know what? That's okay. Sorry it happened, but
we don't choose our blessings.
Yeah.
No,
down
they
2-0.
They choose us.
Yeah, you're already losers quarters here. Yeah. This is the last shot here, so gonna want to take full advantage of Snogi's mishap there.
Like it would be a total homie move, and fair play to him. But also, you're not obligated to homie
no
stock.
way. I mean,
not in the least.
How could you at this point? Because this game, provided that stock wasn't there, is even. You know what I mean? Like that was basically a throwaway at the beginning of the game, and a nice confirm that just barely gonna not take a stock.
Then again, you are playing Rosalina and Luma, so you're already at some point of wishful thinking that you are playing, in fact, Smash 4. So. It could be understandable that perhaps 2 stocks apiece would be to his comfort.
I do think, though, that this
that's my projection. Full admission.
Well, the funny, wow.
Oh,
yeah, I mean,
goodness.
that's what you're looking for, because that's exactly what couldn't happen with Min before, is because Snogi's been playing so aggressive, where he just rushed in, arms aren't able to do much, but at least if you got a teammate in Luma, there's some positions you could catch Snogi in when he's trying to rush you, and that was one of them.
Snogi, right now, I mean, you're in a position to be able to make a comeback happen. You are playing with house money here. Okay, like, if you lose, that kind of sucks. And you've given ConCon a little bit of an advantage. You've opened the door with that SD in the initial stages of this particular game. But ConCon, man, oh man, you're fighting for your life. You realize this is ConCon's last.
Yeah, this is it.
He's
got to do something here, and he totally did get a gift with that SD. But we'll see. I mean, Snogi is dude's good. I'm a Snogi fan, man. I have not really seen him play a whole ton, but he knows what he's doing.
Man, I can't wait to find out that we're mispronouncing his name.
I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive, but you can never be too sure.
The thing is, if it winds up being Snogi, I'm no longer a fan. So we are going to get ConCon down to his last stock. I mean, this is nothing if not doable, Chris.
Yeah, very. I mean, Snogi's got to continue his momentum, but ConCon does he's in a great position here just to end the game, which if he's able to do that is going to be,
beautiful.
He's got to.
Yep.
Yeah,
movement to the midsection, that'll do it.
Because that was looking a little scary. Snogi was cooking, and if he didn't lose that first stock, he would have been in the lead. But he did lose that first stock, and he lost that game. So that's not what we're talking about here.
Dila, I appreciate you. That's the wait. Is that the?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, it's my homie.
Yeah.
Right on.
We haven't seen it. Maybe Dila will come out to the Platinum Star.
The thing is,
it's been too long.
If I can just confess something to you and I guess everybody watching, whenever he makes a thread criticizing commentators, I'm always like secretly convinced that I'm the problem with commentary that he's talking about. It's like, oh, I'm the worst. God, why? Yeah, I don't know. Just I don't know why that's his tag. I will have to ask him. Perhaps talk some sort of in-joke about the player. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, it could just be Roxas from Kingdom Hearts, but potentially. I have no idea. But in any case, we got a totally different roster at this point. We are going to see Snogi's Wolf, which I would say is the main, as you were saying earlier, Stu. And then we got this Peach coming out from ConCon, maybe just trying to keep Snogi on his feet or just saying, like, oh, you're picking Wolf? Well, I don't want to stay Rosa.
Looking to establish that, it's so interesting to see. I mean, this Wolf is doing so much by just standing still.
Yeah.
And letting ConCon press buttons like, okay, what are you going for? Okay, yeah, that makes sense that you would be going for the up tilts. You want to be batting me around in the air. And even though Wolf is darn good in the air, as you're seeing it, it's only on his terms. Super good with those claws. Get a lot of ranged attacks. Certainly that Nair is going to provide a lot of pushback and give you some spacing and win you the stage in many instances. But man, oh man, do you hate being disadvantaged, especially above the stage, especially above a character that can microspace their interactions so well. Like Peach, the one thing that really sets her apart from the rest of the cast.
Yeah, she has a really cool advantage state. Cool in the sense where it's unique and you combo off of these turn-ups, and there's just a lot of creativity that comes in that. And a lot of damage, too, if you manage to pull it off. But we're in a situation where ConCon's just got to just find something to kill right now.
Yeah.
Just to establish some degree of momentum going his way after that last game. To continue keep going his way.
We're playing a fun game called Lose Neutral Twice and Die. So... yeah, ConCon going to have first blood drawn on himself, but returns the favor quite quickly. 2 minutes in, 2 stocks down, 1 for each player. This could be a test of wills at this point.
Yeah, I think so too. I kind of just tell the urgency in Snogi's play. Like, he's made it this far. This is a good bracket to place well in. Season's dwindling down to an end. Honestly, watching Snogi play, I would say he's very, very PR worthy and capable, no doubt about it. So even just getting a win off of ConCon is really solid at this point in bracket 2, where you get past this, you're guaranteed 4th at least. That's pretty big for a player coming from South Jersey who's kind of just establishing a name. Like, bracket isn't big today, but got a little bit of an audience and a good chance to continue pushing your resume forward.
Yeah, I truly hope that people are watching what's happening in South Jersey, because that is a scene that has dealt with so much, from the closing of Salty Joystick, from the general like not being able to interact as much as they would have liked in the earlier part of the game's life cycle, and they still consistently make so much good talent. I mean, people like Straw Hat, people like Vince, and now people like Snogi taking up the mantle. Sweshy, who comes over from South Jersey and consistently does well at Bears. People like Pharaoh.
Yeah.
They're so good at what they do, and really it's a marvel that they are where they are. No matter what, people who are able to contend with the best that the Garden State has to offer, no matter what the circumstance.
Yeah, I mean, he's still got a little bit of work to do here, because it looks like ConCon isn't really ready to just give up the set yet. Now with a little bit of a lead himself, and the Peach looks like it's paying off a bit.
Oh, it certainly is, and staying at 120, make yourself untouchable, but if you commit, that is the exact sort of opportunity that Wolf O'Donnell is looking for. Hungry like the wolf, and Snogi bares his fangs, putting ConCon at tournament stock.
Yeah, most fearsome Irishman in the galaxy. You got to look out for him, dude. He's going to knock you right out. And here we go. Some opportunities here towards the ledge. And ConCon just trying to doesn't want to have to land. It's scary down there.
Yeah, Aaron, go screw yourself, says Wolf O'Donnell. ConCon going to dash attack. Got to think, I mean, ConCon in his own way can play without a care in the world. I mean, I'll go on about that if he's able to get this win. But again, just establishing this lead. If you've seen Peaches, especially that of Mudace, make himself untouchable so quickly. And they're so efficient with it, knowing exactly how to move with Peach. And certainly we've seen our share of this character in the tri-state area at the hands of Ling Ling, who invades occasionally, and Blazing Possum when he was active. But, I mean, ConCon, this Peach just knows.
It's doing something. And the funny thing is you think of Peach, or at least I think of Peach as like very much like a specialist type character, because there is a lot of tech. And this is like ConCon's like tertiary or 4th character. So you kind of see it pull out in these particular situations, and I think it's a good change-up pitch. I just wonder, though, man, that back there is scary.
Certainly can't forget the home jack, too. My gosh. I mean, missed that.
Yeah, that's a Peach we haven't seen in a long time. Here we go, and looking for a final hit here. I don't think back throw is going to be it yet. Nope.
Does give him advantage, however. ConCon is going to be made to get creative. And
look out for that.
Decides to mix up the timing, going down below the ledge, but does not get the DI. And that's going to be it. Snogi with Wolf O'Donnell going to knock ConCon out of this tournament, I believe, in, what is that?
5th place. 5th place.
I mean, what a way to go.
Yeah, good.
For,
Good hustle. Good hustle if you're ConCon. I mean, he's consistently top 8ing these brackets, whether they be big or small. So there's no question on whether or not he's good or not. I think this was such a good win for Snogi just because he doesn't have that namesake yet. He hasn't really been here long enough to be like, oh yeah, Snogi, we see him in top 8 all the time. This dude's good. It's just like he gets these opportunities here and there, takes the sets when he has to, and
yeah,
that was a good one to take.